It's finally happening. The Dallas Mavericks are on a 2-game win streak after defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder 121 to 119 in Oklahoma City without Luka Doncic. And to be fair, I understand the Oklahoma City Thunder also didn't have a few players. They didn't have the other Jalen Williams. They didn't have Alex Caruso, no Isaiah Hartenstein, and they also didn't have Chet Holmgren. So I get it. But we didn't have Luka Doncic, and the Dallas Mavericks still delivered the dub in a fashion of just beautiful basketball. It was on brand for the Dallas Mavericks. Great team ball, great performance from PJ Washington, as well as our entire bench really came out and really played their heart out to get this dub. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the box score, take a look at what happened in the game, what was good, what was bad, and how can the Dallas Mavericks keep this winning streak going. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 14,643 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you for smashing that subscribe button. We're getting very, very close to our goal of 15K. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, the live streams, the watch longs, the giveaways, the news vids, everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But before this game, it was announced that Luka Doncic was ruled out, that he has a right knee contusion, he needs some rest, which I think we can all agree. Luka Doncic has not played like Luka Doncic all season. Maybe in a game or two he looked great, but overall, over these 14 games, we have not gotten the Luka Doncic who should have won MVP last season. And so seeing that he was able to take a day off and we could still get the dub was amazing, because we all know how far we can go with Luka Doncic, and I don't think we can go that far without him. But even with that being the case, the Dallas Mavericks played a great game of basketball. We actually won in the first quarter. While we were leading in the first and the second, we were up at the half. We never truly lost the lead. There were some lead changes for sure, but the Thunder never once really got the one up on us, only being up by maybe 1 or 2 points. And great timeouts from Jason Kidd. I'll have to give him his props. He had much better lineups, much better rotations. The timeouts were great. The coach's challenge was unsuccessful, but I think we can all agree that Najee Marshall did not foul SGA. That was a wild call by the refs. Didn't even touch him, so I don't know how that could be considered a foul. But besides that, Jason Kidd did a very good job with his timeouts. The team came out with the right energy, with the right mindset. Guys were hitting their shots. PJ Washington had an amazing game tonight. The Oklahoma City Thunder owner. He is the new owner of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Someone needs to go on Wikipedia and make that quick little edit, because PJ is amazing when we play the Thunder. We saw it in the playoffs. We saw it after the trade deadline when we first got him, and we saw it again tonight. But not only was PJ good, Daniel Gafford was good. Kyrie Irving was just the maestro of tonight, orchestrating a beautiful dub. Najee Marshall, Quentin Grimes, all the guys that played looked very well, except for Klay Thompson. And let's just go ahead and talk about the box score, shall we? PJ Washington had a monster night with 27 points, 2 blocks, had 2 assists, 17 rebounds, with 6 being offensive rebounds, which is insane. It really goes to show why we were losing those games without PJ Washington. His rebounding is way underrated. Now, will he average 17 rebounds for the season? No, but it's good to know that when we're up against the #1 seed in the West, that yes, they may not have their centers tonight, but it didn't matter. PJ was still able to feast on the glass, clean up all the rebounds, and keep the offense going. He also was 3 of 4 from 3, hitting 3 straight threes in the first quarter, which really got us off to the right foot, which really gave us that energy that we've been missing this entire season. And I'm gonna just say this really quick: with all of our deficiencies, with all of our problems, the lack of energy, the rebounding, the shot selection, it's amazing that none of those problems were a problem while we were up against the #1 seed in the West. And I understand, I know y'all gonna say in the comment section, they had injuries. I get it. And honestly, I don't care, because these wins matter to this team. We are now back at 500 as we're looking to crawl out of that range while we're trying to fight back, get these wins, get back in a top 4 picture, maybe even a top 3 picture. But you got to take it one game at a time. So I'm happy that we got the dub regardless. I don't care who was on the court. Their coach could have been in the game, and I wouldn't care that we won. But just to go and continue with this box score, Derrick Lively tonight had 6 points. He had 6 points, 2 blocks, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Kyrie Irving, again, the maestro, the orchestrator of this wonderful, wonderful dub, had 21 points, 6 assists, 1 rebound, was 3 of 6 from 3, and 9 of 18 from the floor, and hit all his free throws. Kyrie, again, continues to have a wonderfully efficient night. And Klay Thompson, not really as consistent as we'd like him to be. He's definitely had an up and down season, and right now it looks like he's having a downswing. In 25 minutes, he had 5 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, but 1 of 8 from 3 and 1 of 11 from the floor. Definitely need to fix that. And sometimes we would argue that Klay Thompson wasn't getting good looks. Klay Thompson really wasn't in the right place sometimes. That's why his shot wasn't falling. Klay Thompson was missing wide open shots. Klay Thompson got great looks. A lot of people think Klay Thompson can only be effective while playing alongside Luka Doncic, because we all know how Luka gets guys open and get guys great looks. Kyrie Irving did the same thing. The Mavericks, the entire team did the same thing. We got Klay Thompson great looks. This was a horrible game, at least a horribly offensive game from Klay Thompson. I hope he bounces back on Tuesday against the Pelicans, but tonight, we could definitely have used him. If Klay was hitting at least half of his shots, we definitely blow the Thunder out of the water. But we won nonetheless, and that's all you can really be happy about. Hopefully he comes back in the next game with a little bit more firepower for us. And Quentin Grimes in 21 minutes had 10 points. He had 1 turnover, but he had 2 assists and 3 rebounds, 2 of 4 from 3 and 2 of 5 from the floor. And off the bench, everybody who stepped on the floor contributed in their own way. Even Maxey, even though he had 2 points, he also had 2 rebounds, which I'm definitely glad about. As a team, we had 53 rebounds, beating the Thunder by almost over 25 rebounds. So I will take that any day of the week. Najee Marshall off bench in 27 minutes had 13 points. He did have 4 turnovers, but he also had 3 assists and 4 rebounds. Dwight Powell played, 4 solid minutes in the first half, just to give our guys a little bit of a breathing room. Let me see here. Daniel Gafford in 18 minutes had 11 points. He had 1 block, 12 rebounds from the landlord, and he was 3 of 7 from the free throw line, which we were getting to the line very often. The Oklahoma City Thunder, without their bigs, obviously had to play very scrappy defense, which led to a lot of fouls. And we were 30 of 36 as a team from the free throw line. Daniel Gafford, if you hit all yours, we would have looked a lot better. But I ain't too mad at the landlord. He definitely did what we needed him to do. The 11 points I can live with, but those 12 rebounds came in handy. Off the bench as well, Spencer Dinwiddie in 17 minutes gave you 10 points. He was 2 of 3 from 3, gave you 2 threes back-to-back. Spencer Dinwiddie, at times, you don't like to see him shoot, but tonight, I'm glad he did. Jaden Hardy, off the bench, looked amazing, looked very comfortable, looked very confident. And in 24 minutes, gave you 13 points. He did have 2 turnovers, but he had 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 0 of 1 from 3, but 6 of 9 from the floor. As a team, the Dallas Mavericks looked amazing. It was great team ball. And I already know a lot of people are going to say, oh, we need to sit Luka even longer. We don't need Luka. Trade Luka. And I'm not going to take any of that talk seriously. And you're not going to even hear me say that we are better without Luka, because that's not the case. It's just a different offense when Luka's not here and Kyrie is the one who's controlling everything. We saw it last season against the Golden State Warriors at the end of the season when Luka was out and a bunch of other players were out. It was Kyrie and the skeleton crew, but Kyrie was able to get it done. And if we want to be honest, that's what we want. When Luka's not playing well, or if Luka needs to take time off to rest and recover, don't you want the team to still get the dub? Don't you want the team to still play well? That's a blessing for us. And if anybody wants to come out with negativity saying that we're better without Luka or we need to trade Luka, you need to look at it from a different lens. Be happy that we have a team that can win without Luka, but slowly but surely we will start winning with Luka. It was a great game. It was a great performance by everybody, but only one player could really stand on business. And you know who stood on business? Well, it was Mr. Stand on Business himself. PJ Washington had 27 points, 2 blocks, 2 assists, 17 rebounds, and 3 of 4 from 3. He came back from injury, played limited minutes against the San Antonio Spurs coming off the bench. And tonight, Jason Kidd was like, hey, PJ, I know you hate Oklahoma City. I need you to start tonight, and I need you to get things going. And as the Oklahoma City's owner, he came and he stood on business. And a lot of people wonder, why does PJ play so well whenever we do play OKC? Short answer, look up where his baby mother was born. Look up where his baby mom was born. That would explain everything on why this man just plays great against Oklahoma City. But a few other things that we're going to take a look at right here. Dallas Mavericks forward PJ Washington on how he takes his game to the next level against OKC. Said, I love playing here. I love this gym. I love, obviously, beating them, too. It was a great win for us, and I was just ready to play tonight. And I hope this is the turning point for old PJ Washington, P. Jizzle, as he calls himself. I don't think anybody really calls him that. But it's good to know that PJ Washington had a great game tonight. The win overall will be a morale boost for this team after losing 4 straight. We definitely need to get some wins just to feel good, build up those good habits, and get things going. Obviously, a lot of teams in the NBA are dealing with a lot of injuries. I mean, the Spurs didn't have Victor, the Thunder didn't have Chet, the New Orleans Pelicans don't have Zion on Tuesday, so obviously we're up against some hobbled teams, but get the dubs as they come, as they should be easy for us, and get us out of this 500 era, get us above 500. Let's have a much better record. But the last thing that we're going to take a look at right here, Jason Kidd on Kyrie Irving against the Thunder, saying, I thought the leadership of Kai was at a high level tonight, and I absolutely agree. Kyrie Irving did his thing. A lot of people were worried, like, why isn't Kai going off? Why is Jason Kidd icing Kyrie? That's not the case. You got to understand that Kyrie and Jason Kidd are both very like-minded individuals. They both play the game very similar. I mean, Kyrie Irving definitely had a different kind of bag than Jason Kidd, but they're both leaders. They're both point guards, so they both see the game from a very similar lens. So obviously, before the game, I'm pretty sure Jason Kidd was telling Kyrie, we're going to start you heavy, but we're going to pull you out, let you rest, but we need you to lead this team. We need you to do all the small things. And Kyrie stepped up, he owned it, and he got the job done, as well as everybody else on the team. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who do you think stood on business? I obviously think it was PJ. I think Kyrie Irving definitely did his thing as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We could have a conversation about it. But that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far to the video. Make sure you check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month. The only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But until next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.